followers, and welcome back to Feed the Beast. And we're here again today in the little mine shaft that we have been exploring in recent episodes. And we are going to build the cave spider trap today. And the first thing we've got to do is kind of get some of the cobwebs out of the way and clean this area up a little bit so that we can begin to build it. So we're going to do that. I actually don't have an axe with me. It probably would be conducive to get an axe. I'm also going to get these ore berries out of the way. Let's get some of these ores as well. Some iron up here. What's that behind it again? Been a little while since I played. Cadmium. And some tin and so forth. Kind of in the way here. My inventory is full of all the supplies I need to build it. I didn't realise I had this much to clear out prior to actually starting here. Yeah, I'm all out of room now. So, I went back and picked up some lamps out of that structure we explored. There was a room with some lamps in it. So I went ahead and just decided, well, why not? It makes sense to go and pick those up, as we don't have access to glowstone yet. So we can't make the lamps. We need to turn it on and off. So, that's why I did that. Let me clear out some inventory room here. And I'm also going to come and get an axe as well. So, ores. We want to put those in there, those in there. I guess those in there. Iron. We out of room again? Yeah, looks like it. I guess I'll just stow that away in here temporarily. And we don't have any room for ore berries either, so I guess we'll just have to stash them in here. Oh, I already have some in here. Where did I have mob drops? Right there. A random stick that I don't want, but I do want an axe. I have tools all in this box, so if there is an axe, it would be in here. And there is not, so let's make one. I'm just going to make a stone axe. It's cheap and it works. I think I brought this wood for that exact purpose, so let's make ourselves an axe or two. We'll just make 2 axes, makes sense. And let's head straight back down there, and let's get to it. So, while I've been away recording a couple of other things in recent days, there has been an update to Feed the Beast Monster. I don't think it's been pushed to recommended yet. If it has, what I've done is I've held back, and I'm playing the version I was playing just for a little while. So that it comes out as stable, and not only that, also because obviously I have an extra mod, and I also need to look back through my paperwork a little bit. Oop, and some gravel. And I want to see and make sure, that's another important thing as well, I want to make sure that, because I have some extra mods enabled, that I don't forget them, basically, in case there's any ores or anything like that that's been added as a result. Quite a big vein of the Peridot stuff. Here we go. I guess we could fill that in. And that. Weird how it does that. I've noticed that type of bug in many versions of Feed the Beast, not just this one. This is a long time bug. Here we go. I can't pick that up. Do have room though for wood and fences, so we're going to clear this out a little bit more. Oh, a water breathing crystal right there, that could get in the way if we're not careful. Can't pick that up. Give me this gravel here. You know what I think I might do actually is set up a workbench and chest down here, just so that I can stow some of this stuff away. Where would be a good spot for it? Maybe right here, possibly. That's maybe what I brought this wood for, honestly. It's been, again, a little while since I played. All I remember is that I prepared for building this trap, and that was about all I remember. So we're just going to put everything in that box that I know is for building that trap. And now we can actually focus on clearing this area out a little bit. What's that? That's that essence ore, isn't it? Yeah, essence dust. Granulite. Okay, so I think we've mainly cleared this out now. I forget how slow stone axes are, especially in a mine shaft. Been using diamond tools so long in my other worlds now, I kind of forget what it's like to be near the beginning of the game again. There we go. Cool. Pick that up, get this cobweb out of here, this oreberry bush. I guess we'll get that out of the way as well. Now we need to begin and clear room out of the way. So, let's get on top of the spawner here. So, we need to look for directions 1 and 2, so these two. And we need to go 4 blocks away from the spawner. This is a very common trap design. It was originally by Exuma for vanilla mode, but I'm going to repurpose it for Feed the Beast here. I'm just going to put down a dirt marker as to where the wall needs to be. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. So I can clear that space out in a moment here. And in the other directions, it just needs to be 3. So 1, 2, 3, dirt marker, and 1, 2, 3, dirt marker. So there we go. So now we need to clear out the space. We're going to go up to this level right here. As far as clearing out space goes, that will give us a little bit of room for some redstone on the roof. So we've got quite a bit to clear out here, so I'm going to get on with that. What's this? Quartz cobblestone, eh? Wonder if that can be made into actual quartz. That would be pretty nice. Here we go. Put that up. Oh, no, I don't want to break that, actually. Let's get rid of this. And let's get to clearing the land out.
Hit the record button. Double O. Hit the double O. Hit double O. Hit double O. Hit double O. Hit
Okay guys, so room is cleared and we're ready to start building. I've decided to actually build with some of this quartz cobblestone. There's a ton of it around, it's all this stuff. And we haven't really built with any of the geostrata blocks yet, so I thought, why not mix it up a little? Let's have a go and see what it looks like. And I think that this will suit stone bricks pretty good as well. It's a very white looking block, so I'm okay with using that colour. I don't really want it to be a very colourful block, because stone bricks aren't the most colourful, and sometimes it can make it look pretty bad. I mean, it goes with the stained clay, but sometimes it just looks horrid, and I don't really want to go with that look, so we're going to see what this looks like. The only problem is I may run out, but I think I can find some more, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue. So this is the basic shape that we're going for. We then want to put one block on top, which is going to be kind of like just a prop block, I guess you could say, and then we need to cover the roof here. And let me get some... First, let me use gravel and dirt, because I have more of that than I do cobblestone, so we'll cover it up using that. So the idea here is just to cover all of this up, and we are going to have to dig down a little bit in order to make that part work. Seems to be going good here. Do I have any more in the box? I have 16 and a stack, so I have an okay amount, not a great amount. All of this is quartz cobblestone as well, so I don't have to worry about running out completely. So I guess the next thing to do would be probably to wrap up the next row here. Knock that out. I have to say, I do like this type of cobblestone. I may build with it more. But as I say, I haven't really messed with the new blocks yet, so I kind of wanted to give them a go. Here we are. And I'm going to have to get inside the thing, really, to get that top portion done. And I'll get the 16. There we go. I guess I could have just done that and it would have been fine. And we'll do the same thing over here. Just sort of run around the edge first. There we go. And now we'll start and fill in the next part of the roof. Excellent. And I'm going to put some torches in all four corners. And that should help keep the monster spawns down. I'm down to just the one block of it left now, but we will get some more, no problem. There we go. So let's do that, and there's quite a bit more over here, so I'm just going to have to dig around my chest a little bit. Nearly used another one of these pickaxes. They last longer than iron, but I still find that I'm breezing through them really quickly. One thing I do want is this trap, so that I can start and get experience and enchant things, as that will be definitely more useful in the long run. We can start and get unbreaking tools and stuff like that, and these type of tools will last much longer. I mean, even iron tools in vanilla, once it has unbreaking on it, if it's not a work pick, it lasts a really long time. So I'm not worried. Just need to get to that stage where we have enough. So this looks to be that whole vein mined out. And I'll use some dirt. And let's wrap this part up. There we go. And we'll fill inside. And we've got the last corner here. I think we should have enough blocks to do it comfortably. There we go. And we'll fill this in. Great. So that part is done. I'm going to just temporarily put some dirt in here while I fill up these remaining holes. Like this, and we'll just leave one over there as our actual hatch. Now we've got to dig down, and we've got to dig at least one block below the spawner. I'm going to go 2 blocks just for convenience, and just to improve that efficiency a little bit. Not quite sure what happens there with that little bug. I'm not sure what causes that. So let's go and finish this off now. I'm going to get a little bit more quartz cobblestone out of the deal, which is always good. We may have to go mine some more. So the actual floor is going to be 1 block, 2 block, this. This is where the floor is going to be. Right there. What type of cobblestone is that I've been mining up? There's marble. Granulite, I think. See. Yeah, it looks like it's granulite. Interesting. So now it's time to clear all of this out. Oh good, more quartz. And let's break this down. Get this all out of here, and I will be back once I've cleared that out. Okay, so I've finished the main spawn room, and I'm just getting the redstone lamps in now so that we can take the torches out of the room. Now here's something. I want some wood. Oh, I have wood. I want to make some ladders real quick. And then what we'll do is we'll start work on the actual trap system. So, let's get up here on the roof. I went and grabbed that Unbreaking 3 ruby pickaxe we enchanted in the last episode. It's no use it just sitting around, we might as well use it, honestly. So, let me get some redstone here and run it along the top. I'm gonna have to carve out some room so I can see. There we go. And I mean that should be fine. Yep, so that now works perfectly, and we can take the torches out of the spawn room, and no monsters will spawn. Those lamps really do suit that cobblestone. So we can take these down now. There we go. So now what we need to do is pick a side, and that side is going to be the one that we're going to have the trap on. So it almost certainly won't be this one. It could be this way. Oh hey, a slime. Hey dude. You just slime balls, so I kill slimes on site right now. So this way is back towards base. Now, looking at how much room we have, I wouldn't want it to be right under the base. I would kind of like it to be off to the side. That way would make the trap quite far away, so I think this side is probably the best side to go with for the actual trap. So let's go start work on that. Now, I did a little bit of research real quick in NEI. I mean, I didn't go online or anything, just to look to see if you could actually get a stair variant of these, and I couldn't actually see one, so we'll have to use stone brick stairs. But before we go ahead and classify that as a given, let's just test it for a moment here, and let's see if it gives me any stairs. It does not, so that's kind of what I was expecting. I'm not worried about it. It would have been nice, but there's so many blocks, I can forgive them for that, honestly. You don't want to get totally lost. As you can see, I was looking at stairs in NEI right there. So we're going to use stone brick stairs, and what these do is these provide a lift for the spiders to get into, and we're going to put a row of signs right here. I'm going to have water in here, and then we're going to find the middle at that point. So we're going to make some signs next. And I'm kind of building this from memory. I may have to tweak it a little off camera if things don't work as intended. Give me this. I need it closer to where I'm actually working. So, we're also going to need our water buckets in a moment. Let's get the next part organized here, because this is kind of a mess at the moment. So, doesn't really matter which side we use, but one side needs to be a little bit more than the other one. So we're going to put one water bucket in there and the other one in here, and then we're going to want a bunch of signs in front. So this should be enough signs. That's going to give me 9, and we will get down these signs. I don't remember it being like that, actually. I think the signs go in here, and then the water behind it, I think. So I don't remember that for sure. Give me this. And we'll just put the wall back right here. So we want stairs. The signs go atop the stair block, and then where I'm digging out now is where the water goes. That would make more sense. Yeah, this makes a lot more sense. So let's get the signs in here. It's to stop the water from mixing with each other and creating little mini source blocks in the main spawn room, so that it's very efficient. So let's clear out a little bit of room here. We don't need much. And I want regular cobblestone on my bar for a moment, so that we can fill that in. And we want to work a little bit down here. Oops. I'm going to get some stone bricks in here shortly. I have enough coal, I'm not worried about that. So let's get some stone bricks in here. And then one side, we want the source block here. So we're going to do this, just like that. And we're going to bring this across the front in a moment as well. And the other side, we need a, sort of like an extra block, if you will, after the sign. So we're going to do that right here. There, we're going to knock this one down. And we'll also add a block on top, ready. And then what we should find is when I put in the front and the side, we should end up with an area in the middle, which we have to then find. So let's run and get ourselves a water bucket, or two. And we're going to set up an infinite spring. I guess right here is fine. We're also going to need to put water in the trap room anyway, so it's worthwhile making this. So, one there, and one back there. These should meet in the middle, and we get a center point right here, which the water will then flow down. Oh, thank goodness there's nothing under there, because we're going to make a tunnel right here. There we go. I just wanted to clear that out. Actually, I wanted that. Let's get some torches in here. So now, while we're back here, before we close up the spawn room, let's actually put some water down and get this crafting table out of here. Where's my other water bucket? Right there. Now, one handy trick is just to put water source blocks like that, and that will do the job just nicely. There we go. So now the spiders will flow up and then into that little tunnel right there. Got all my torches. That is flowing out a little bit, but that's going to get fixed in a moment here, if I can move. There we go. Put that there. So that's done. Now we want to get our stone bricks back out. Cover that up so that they don't get out. And now we want to fix up this. So let's go ahead and do that. And we're going to make a little bit of room here. Some new ore right there. I think that might be yellowite ore, actually, now that I think about it more. This ruby pick is certainly lasting a long time. I've done quite a bit of digging with it, and it barely took any hits. Let's fill this in. Oh, I do have some stairs left. Good. Okay, so the water ends right there. If that is the case, then I want to add a stair here. I actually thought it went a bit further than that. Could be wrong, though. Let me see for a moment here. I just want to adjust something. Just to kind of satisfy my own interests, really. If I do this, put that there, is there still a middle? Okay, no, there is no middle. So, I did have it right the first time. That's good to know. It's all useful information, just to make sure that I've got the build right. Here we go, so now we want a stair. There. And we're going to make a little path for the spiders to climb up. I have to say, this is not my typical first experience trap in a world. Cover that one. They need a little bit of room to get up, obviously, above the stair, so we're going to do that. Now let's get in here a little bit. Pick these up. Have to say, my inventory is very full, making this job quite difficult. There we go, we've got some room at last. But I need to deposit a bunch of other things off now. Get out of here, block. In fact, I'm going to work on making this a little bit longer at the same time. So, we obviously want to stay in range of the spawner. We're not going to go too much further away. But we do need to go further than this, because otherwise we're still in the range there. There we go, we've got some room now. Let's head back over to the chest. Drop some things off here. We don't want that. Really that, or that. But I do want some stone bricks. In fact, I'll take all my stone bricks at this point. In fact, what I'll do is I'll load up on all the supplies I have related to this build. I need that, fences, those, flint, Fill up my bucket again. I think I'm actually done with water though for right now. So we can put those away. We might need that workbench. Certainly don't need those. Only want slime balls, don't need the dirt. There we go. So now let's continue our tunnel on. Just like that. Also, we are going to need a sign actually, and water. Almost forgot. We are going to need that. So one more sign, which I think I did stash away. I still have it, and I do need one more water block. Keep hearing noises. I must be paranoid. So, if I remember correctly, you put the sign there and the water there, and it sort of makes, yeah, a current like that. And we need to go, I think maybe 5 blocks should be enough. I'm actually going to peek at where the range of the spawner is, if I can see it through here. Yeah, that's good. So we're still in range here. Still in range here. Still in range here. That's surprising. And here. Look at that. But not in range here. Okay, so we want to go to there. Just so that I've got a bit of leeway in the way that this works. Let's clear this out. This, whatever it's called, peridotite cobblestone is quite tough to break down. I think I tried breaking that down once with a stone pick and it doesn't work at all, so it's an iron pick or above type of stone. I'm gonna break this open. And this. So now it's time to start designing the kill part of the trap. So spiders will land here, and the objective now is to set up a system that enables us to kill them safely, for one. That's really important. And this is where the iron bar comes in, that kind of thing. So we're actually going to need a little bit of room up here to stand. So, did I bring my iron bar with me? I don't think I did. Let me run and get that. I can fill that in now, as we're done with that. Up my iron bar. Didn't have to craft these, thanks to exploring that structure. So we want the iron bar right there. We're going to have piston action on this side. Here shortly. Go. I'm actually going to get those pistons down right now. Do I not have the pistons? Did I not bring those? I must have missed them. Let's see. Nope, did not bring the pistons. These have to be sticky pistons. So let's make up those. Like so. And get them in place. That's looking good. And we're going to get that lever that we have in place up here. Not on that though. Let's get a bit of a floor in. Now we do actually need to make the floor a little bit higher here. So let me get some of this. Fill that in. That's a really ugly looking cobblestone. So all of this will be filled in eventually, so you won't be able to see anything, but we don't want to fall in these holes until the spiders are dead, because this is where we pick up the loot from. So now we want to bring the redstone line down. This kind of worked out perfect, because my way back up to the base is only right there. I'm also going to have a lot of room to do the wiring, which is really, really useful. Clear out a bit of this room. I'll clear out some room, should I say. So, let's bring this down. We need it to go into this piston right here. Like that. Now, does this work? No. So, we've already done something wrong. We can't make it go one higher though, because if we do that, like this, it's going to power... Oh, maybe it doesn't. I thought it was going to power that piston. Either way, I still don't think it's right, because it's going to interfere with the redstone that we're going to have here. So, what we're going to do is we're actually going to feed it round. And... do I actually have any regular cobblestone on me? There we go. We're going to do this. There we go, for convenience, more than anything. So, at the same time, we now need to start and think about the timer for this. And this is the bit where my memory's actually gone. I don't remember this at all, or how it works. So, at this point, what I think I should do, as this gets a little bit more complicated, is I'm going to spend some time off camera putting this together, then we'll explain how it works off camera. So, on camera, should I say. I'm going to work on it off camera, and then I will show how it works on camera. So, I'm going to go ahead and do that, guys, and then I will be back. Okay, guys, so I have just about finished up the trap, and I'm kind of working on some decorative stuff right here. Just kind of cleaning out the area, making it look a bit more friendly. I've got some chests in here ready for storage. I just thought we'd show how it works. So, if we pop through here, we have some redstone going on. And this redstone right here, this is a timer. So we did everything up to this point. I completely missed the obvious, and I should have put the redstone wire directly to the piston there. And then we have an extra line which goes into this system. So this is a resettable latch. So what happens here is we flick the lever, bottom piston extends. A little bit later, hence the delay here, the top piston activates, and it pushes a signal through that block, and we go all the way back around until we turn this one off, which then turns this off and resets the piston, basically. When we're done, retracts it, and then we can punch the spiders to death or use a potion. We don't have brewing yet. That's going to be almost certainly next episode. We're going to get access to brewing, have a trip to the nether, see what it's like there now. Now that we have this set up, I can actually do some enchanting, get some decent gear. So we do all of that, then the piston retracts, and we're going to demonstrate it right here. So we do this. I'm also going to turn the lights on. There we go, the piston retracts, we then punch them, and that's just a visual glitch. He's not actually getting out of where the iron bar is. We stand in here, we collect the loot. I don't know what this stuff is at all. Then we can reopen it again. And the lights over there are now on because I turned that on, you can see. So this is basically how this works. It's not complicated at all, I just forgot how it all fitted together basically. So I've made a small corridor, and this just links up with the rest of the base. Goes past the branch mine stairs and back into our little main room here. So the next thing to do here is to figure out storage and get an area for enchanting. I think I'm going to put that back here. I've made this fort so that I have some item frames on the wall so that we can take advantage of this as well. So one thing I did want to look at right now, actually, before we end the episode off, is if there is a better or bigger way we can store more items than what is in these chests. We could make it look better further down the road, for example. So I mean, I could condense the roof down to 3, that kind of thing. Now, I know there are 2 mods that do this. There is the better storage mod and the iron chests mod. And both, from what I understand, are fairly simple to grasp. Xbony pointed me in the right direction regarding better storage. So we're going to look at both. We're going to look at better storage first. I guess that doesn't work. Let's just type in better. So, oh, it's all one word. So the storage crates we've already looked at. So you can have reinforced chests, and we can make those out of iron, gold, diamond, emerald, copper, tin, silver, zinc, steel. A locker is something else. These are lockers. I don't know if lockers are any different than chests. Cardboard, armor, that kind of thing. I have a feeling a locker would be larger. I have a feeling these chests can't be paired with other chests. That wouldn't work. So let's take a look at this. This is 4 iron ingots, an iron block around a chest and some wood. I could definitely do that. I could do gold. I could do copper, could do tin, silver I think I could do, but I don't have a lot of. Steel, I don't know how you make steel right now. And these lockers, you just need a regular locker, which is a trapdoor, and wood. Okay, I'm tempted to make a locker first, just to see what that looks like, and how much storage that has in comparison to a chest. Then have a go with that. So that's the better storage mod. So what about iron chests? Is that how you spell it? Iron chest, there we go. So there are a couple of different chest types here. So there is the actual iron chest, that is just surround a chest with iron ingots. That will be a bit cheaper to make than in better storage. Or we can do it with a copper chest and glass. We can, and that's it. And we can kind of upgrade like that. Not so many diamonds are needed if I'm upgrading from other stuff. I can use silver, crystal. I just surround it by glass, obsidian, a dirt chest 9000. Oh, we got to make one of those. We've got to mess around with that before we head out today, and you can make upgrades and that kind of thing. Looking at it, these are cheaper to make, but the locker may be better in the long run. But then again, this is an area actually that I'm going to be using a lot, but it doesn't necessarily have to look pretty. I think that these look a little bit nicer and would go better in a storage room. So what we're going to do is we're going to head back to the main base area, and I'm going to make a couple of things, and we're going to experiment a little bit here. So, first off, let's make... There's a slime in the vicinity somewhere. Let's make a... Well, we don't need to make an iron chest right now. I want to make a dirt chest. As silly as it sounds, I want to see what that's all about. See if it's any bigger. The other thing I worry about is it's a bit like this storage crate, and if you look at it, the items keep randomly moving around. I don't like that so much. So let's see what this is all about. Surround this chest in dirt, and I get a dirt chest 9000. How to use your dirt chest 9000. Welcome to your new dirt chest 9000. We hope that you will enjoy many years of storing your stack of dirt in our storage utility. So it just has one slot. Nice. And you could only put dirt in it. Okay. Let me break that back down. So that's all the dirt chest does. As weird as it is, it's just that. So we could either make iron chests. I'm gonna make an iron chest. Anyway. So let's I want to see the size of it as well. That's one other thing. My iron ingots are in here. And I've got wood on me. So this is fairly standard. You make a chest, and then you put iron around it, and you get an iron chest. And where do I want to put this down? I guess there maybe. So this is basically a double chest in a single chest, if that makes sense. And then you can upgrade to gold. I could make an upgrade, I think, for that. Using the iron to gold chest upgrade, I need an iron ingot surrounded with gold ingots. Actually, that one is cheaper to use because you already have the chest. So I wonder, do I have enough gold? I've got to be careful how much I spend doing this. I don't have any smelted gold. So that's the iron chest. That's probably what I would end up going with anyway. So let's look at better storage then. So better storage gives me a storage crate, and then we get the chests, or we can have a locker. Now the locker is wood and trapdoors, so let's actually make some trapdoors first, and then let's make a pair of lockers. I have plenty of wood, so I'm not worried. A locker is basically the same as a chest, it just has a different icon. Well, a different block look, I guess. When you break that down with wood, yeah. An axe, I mean. And they don't merge. That's interesting. And I guess you could kind of, you can stack chests on top of one another. That's pretty interesting. I don't know as that'd suit looks wise what I've got going on, so this may be the better option here. Now that's quite a lot of iron to spend, but it might be a bit bigger. So do I actually have any iron cooked up? If it's anywhere, it will be down here in the branch mine supplies. What have we got down here? Any cooked up iron already? No, but I have got some cobblestone I can deposit in there. So I need to go find where my iron is in that case, because I only have uncooked iron here. Let's make 32. I've been saving these because one thing that I know people will go nuts about is there's really efficient ways of processing your ores, but in order to experiment here, I'm just going to cook some of that up. And while that is cooking up, I'm going to head up here as well and see if I've got any iron left lying around. Either way, I'm going to have to make a number of these, whatever I go with, so it makes sense to cook that up. So, man, we actually need some real stairs on this. After I've been to the Nether, I may consider actually improving the base a little bit, because I'll have access to a lot of stuff then. We have a lot of ores still, but they're not processed. We've got 3 iron ingots there. So, yeah, we don't have a lot of stuff here, do we? Just kind of more unprocessed stuff. I'll leave anything in this box, just a lot of wood, but no ores, and nothing in the furnaces. So that's good to know. So I guess now what we need to do is mess around with one of these iron chests. Is the iron locker any cheaper? No, it's exactly the same recipe, but instead of a chest, you just use a locker. Now, a locker is more expensive in terms of resources spent, so I probably won't be making too many of those. I think that's more of an aesthetical thing, honestly, with a little bit of functionality. So in order to make this, I need 4 iron ingots, an iron block, a chest, and some wood. So let's make the iron block. These are very expensive. I mean, iron blocks, I could make an iron chest with just this. So we've got the 4 iron ingots. I need a chest, and then I need 4 planks of wood. So I'm probably going to need some fir wood here. Oh wait, you don't need that, do you? You need actual log blocks. So it's a good thing I got that. So that goes there. We do this. And then we put iron ingots in each of the corners. And that gives me a reinforced iron chest. I'm beginning to run out of room here. I guess we'll put it over here. What does that have? How many slots is that? 3, 6, 9, 12, 13 slots. So 13, 26, 39. That's 39 slots. What's this one? 3, 6, 9, 18, 27, 36, 45. I'm having to do math here again. 54. So that's a bigger chest, that is, than this one. So that looks nicer than that, but that has the better storage, so I think we're going to go with the iron chest. I have no idea how these even work. I assume it's a wooden item because of its sound, but okay, you can get it back. That's interesting. So I guess I'll stow this away for now. They may come in handy somewhere else. It's just too expensive for my liking, honestly, so I think we're going to use some of these iron chests. Sadly, actually, on the topic of iron chests, the mod developer that produced this mod, CPW, actually doesn't produce mods anymore. So I don't know what's going to happen in the next set of updates. Although I think iron chest is updated to 1.7. But beyond that, it's going to be interesting. So I already have all of these chests here that I could probably benefit from. Now, these chests, I don't think you can put them together and make a large chest. It doesn't work like that. So, what do I want to do here? How do I want to organize this? For a start, we don't need these as far back, because they obviously can't work together in that way, like regular chests can. So I'm just going to build this up with whatever cobblestone I have on me, and I'll put that in like that. So that'll give me 1 double chest. I could probably upgrade that further with gold or whatever that I need, really. I could put more I could, you know, have like a row of 3 if I wanted to. One thing I do want to know is, can I put it sideways? Yeah, I prefer that look than having the chest head on. So I'll probably have maybe 3 right there of that iron chest. And that, instead of giving me 3 double chests, that would technically give me 6 double chests. And even then, I could go ahead and upgrade it to gold at a later date and make it even bigger. So I definitely like that more, I think. Sorry, Xpony, I know you love better storage, but for me, I'm just thinking about being resource efficient at this moment in the game. Maybe we'll mess around with some of that stuff later in the series. So let's put this in here. Be able to move that in, and that there. And we'll put that like that, and that looks good. One thing I do want to check, actually, and this is probably, I kind of know the answer to this, but, whoops, if I do that, yeah, you can't open it. It has to, it follows the same rules normal chests do. So if I do that, yeah, I can still open it. Okay, so I think I'm going to make myself some iron chests for this area, because I'm going to need quite a bit of storage. I want to do a lot of enchanting, and string is a pretty useful resource. It also gives me access to wool. What does string do that I don't already know about? Because I only really know what the vanilla stuff does. I can use it to make a cloth rotor, and in aromatic crafting, shape crafting, leads, wool, bows, fishing rods. Oh yeah, we need to try out fishing. Mariculture does a lot of changes to that. A name tag, that's interesting. You can use slime boy and craft a name tag, and that needs string. Silky cloth, needed in tinkers, more tinker stuff, leads again. A void satchel, a scroll of some sort, seeker shot, crystallizer. So there's quite a bit of stuff here. Carpet block. Ooh, that looks nice. I might want to play around with those at some point later, make a fancy bedroom or something. Oh, I don't want the bar. I just want to see what I can craft with it. I'm not going to read them all. I'm just going to kind of skip through here and look at some things. So there's a lot of those nice different carpet blocks. A nano brush. What's that for? Enhanced portals. Interesting. A reed fishing rod. More of these backpacks. Wooden fishing rod. Titanium fishing rod. Interesting. Fishing net. There's quite a bit of fishing stuff. And whatever these do. Bracelets and stuff that you can wear. It's pretty interesting. Paintbrush. I know you need that for painting custom wooden planks. Fuse. Industrial fertilizer. And, well, we might be using a lot of that. Safari net. There's a lot of stuff here, actually. A surprisingly large amount of stuff that string is used for. So it's probably pretty useful that I have a cave spider farm. Beyond that, I have shapeless crafting for books, papers, printed book, insulation for wire, and cabling, all that kind of stuff. And you can use string as fuel. Okay. Only smelts one item, but you can use it as fuel, so that's useful. Dynamite, you can use it for. Bacon. Oh, we've got to do some baking. That looks like a lot of fun. We've got to do some of that. You can use it for... I don't know what you can use it for. I guess maybe in the creation of that. Jason shaped. I don't know what that is. Golden silk. You can use that in mariculture for something. The vet. Carpenter. String and beeswax. I can get cells and stuff like that out of it. So there's a lot of stuff I can use string for. I didn't realize you could use it for fuel. I may end up using string as fuel because I'm going to have a lot of it. So that may be worthwhile. And I definitely want to mess around with some of those carpet blocks for some of the rooms I'm going to have in my eventual base down here. I'm going to have quite a large base, I have to say. So having access to something as decorative as that might be quite nice. So, in the next episode, almost certainly we are going to be heading down to the Nether. I want to get access to potions and brewing, that kind of thing. And then after that, we may spend some time actually working on the base, or we may go do something else. We may wrap up that structure as well, actually, because we'll have access to potions. I'm going to have good armor at that point, so it's probably going to be worthwhile heading down there. So, I hope you've enjoyed today's episode, guys, and I hope to see you next time when, as I say, we'll be heading down to the Nether. And I have no idea what nastiness to expect down there. I know that it has been changed. I've read about it being changed. Biomes Aplenty did a lot to the Nether, and from what I've read, it's even more horrifying than the normal Nether is. So, I'm really looking forward to that. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed, and I hope to see you next time. So until then, see you later, and have a good day.